We just talked about it earlier. Detroit visits OKC tonight. Should have started like maybe what time? About 10, 15 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
On Peacock, like you said. And the Pistons could
Wow.
become the first team to sweep the Thunder in 2 seasons. OKC is 59-16 and going for win number 60, while Detroit sits at 54-20 without Cade Cunningham, like you mentioned earlier. So my question to you, Matthew, is who wins tonight? And does this game tell us anything about a potential finals preview?
Man, before I say that, I'm scrolling off this other page I had pulled up for VJ Edgecombe. I didn't know his first name was Valdez. That goes kind of hard. I like when somebody's got a last name as a first name.
Valdez.
Yeah, he should go
Yeah.
by Valdez instead of VJ. That goes kind of hard. Um, you know the Pistons. They got everyone on the bench today, man. I was wondering why the Thunder were like 12-point favorites. And now that I'm looking at it, no, I mean, we got to say the Thunder should win this game. Now, the Thunder are in the second half of a back-to-back, so, that could be a problem. But if you're the Pistons, you, of course, got no Cade Cunningham, but you also have no Tobias Harris. You have no Jalen Duren, who, man, I got to watch some more Jalen Duren. Every time the Kings or Spurs play the Pistons, all the announcers are just talking about Jalen Duren and about how he's like this next level, next generation talent. I don't even really remember what draft he was in, but every time my team or my two teams, every time they play the Pistons, everybody just raves about Jalen Duren. And the numbers pass the test for sure. So I definitely got to watch some more of him. But anyway, he's out. So if you're Detroit tonight, your best players out there are Duncan Robinson. No, I'm sorry. Duncan Robinson is out as well. Your best player out there is the Lesser Thompson brother, Oscar Thompson. And, man, starting Paul Reed, Javonte Green, Danish Jenkins. Oh, this is Cade Cunningham's backup. This is the guy, we were talking about him the other day, how he's going to have to come in and fill Cade Cunningham's role the next 2 weeks, averaging 9, 2, and 4, Mr. Danish Jenkins. So, yeah, OKC's on the second half of a back-to-back, but it looks like Detroit's almost bending the knee and giving them this game. So if you're the Spurs, you probably don't like that. But, yeah, they're not. And then they're not playing anybody tonight. And OKC's fully loaded. They don't got Jalen Williams out there, but they got Dort, SGA, and Holmgren all playing. So, yeah, you would expect if it was a 13-point favorites OKC, you would expect the number to be somewhere around there. But as somebody who's doing this podcast from San Antonio, I will love them Detroit bench warmers to pull the upset. Paul Reed, pull it out the hatch, Paul Reed. Paul Reed's been in the league forever. He's one of those guys, or, you see Paul Reed and you're like, he's still in the league? How long? How are Paul? Damn. Paul Reed is only 26. I remember him a Philly on that team that beat the Wizards in the first round, the last Ben Simmons team. And, he don't really play. So, when you see him, you're like, he's still in the league. But now I'm clicking on his basketball reference. He's only 26. But it's man, he came in the league as a bench warmer. So, it's crazy when you come in the league as a bench warmer to year 7, it boggles the mind a little. But that means he's working his ass off to still be out there. But having said that, if you're the Pistons and you're starting him, you're probably going to lose to the best team in the league tonight.
Yep, and to follow that up, Matthew, so OKC just beat the Knicks in the clutch last night behind SGA's 10 four-quarter points. But this is a back-to-back situation for the Thunder, like you said, right? And Detroit's defense is no joke, right? So they do play defense. So they lead the league in steals and blocks. I don't know if you know that, which is a combination we haven't seen since the early 90s. Now, the X factor, like you said, is Danish Jenkins. He's actually been averaging 20 and 8 since stepping in for Cade.
Ooh.
So if he can handle the moment on this stage, it tells you Detroit can survive the first round without Cunningham.
Yeah, but Cade Cunningham is one of the best shot blocking point guards in the league.
Yeah.
Jalen Duren's your big. He don't get as much blocks as some other bigs, but he gets about a steal and a block. So I mean, when we're talking about the shot blocking, a lot of that's not actually out there tonight. Their boy Beef Stew. Beef Stew's not playing tonight. He's their leading shot blocker. So when we talk about their defense and their X factor, they're missing a lot of those X factors tonight. But But man, Danish Jenkins been balling, and I was about
Yeah,
to say, man, I'm gonna watch these cats. I'm gonna put this game on, but then I realized it's not on NBC. It's on Peacock, and so it's on
you
Peacock.
need Peacock.
Man, if I'm already paying for League Pass, what the hell I'm gonna get Peacock for to watch like one game a week when
I
half the
had to do
time
that.
half the time the game's on NBC, but in my local market, it's supposed to be two games. When they have basketball games on NBC, it's supposed to be a 7 o'clock game and a 10 p.m. game. In my local market, San Antonio, they play the 7 p.m. game. Then instead of playing the 10 p.m. game, they go straight to the news. And I only know that because I've missed a couple Kings games this year because they went straight to the news. So I don't know about this whole Peacock racket, but I do not support it. I do
Listen,
not support this
I had to
racket.
get Peacock. I had to get Amazon and the League Pass just to watch all the games.
Bro, I'm too broke for all that noise. I pay League Pass and I'll get League Pass and I'll threaten to cancel every month so they lower my rate. You go on Amazon and say I'm about to cancel and they say, what if we drop you from $16.99 to $11.99? And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, fine. You pulled my leg, I'll do it.
Yep.
But I
Then next
certainly
month you do it again.
next month you do it again. They say, okay, we're not gonna drop you to 11, but we'll say $13.99. You say, okay, fine, whatever. But I ain't certainly if I'm doing that, I ain't getting
Yeah.
Peacock. Hey, I ain't doing